And welcome to Old Trafford. It's Manchester United against Reading in the Premiership today, and Manchester United are at the head of the table. That is a position that they will maintain come what may at the end of the day and at the end of the year, but by how many points? They start the day with a 4-point lead over Chelsea, one that they can at least maintain with a victory here over a Reading team that held up Chelsea's own campaign for the title with that 2-2 draw at Stamford Bridge on Boxing Day. A remarkable result for Steve Coppell's team, and Steve Coppell today is back at Old Trafford at a club where he was really popular. He took a walk on the pitch before the match and got a great reception from the supporters, who still remember him being part of a very attractive team in the 70s here, especially under Tommy Docherty when they won the FA Cup. And he played more than 200 league matches consecutively, which for a winger was a notable achievement. He was as renowned for his consistency as for his flair in that team, which included Gordon Hill on the opposite flank. So the two teams prepare to emerge through the long tunnel walk here at Old Trafford, and they're being led out now by referee Mike Dean. They've had to doff their cap to Chelsea for the last 2 years, but now they dare to dream that the Premiership might be coming back to Old Trafford. No resting on laurels from Sir Alex Ferguson, who's been round the block too many times to take too much for granted already. He knows there is still plenty of work to be done to bring that coveted trophy back here. But on the eve of his 65th birthday, the desire to win that trophy is just as strong as it ever was. Well, he has to respect what Reading have done, the Manchester United manager. But he has in his team today, from the start, the lucky talisman, Cristiano Ronaldo, who scored 4 goals in the last couple of matches. The latest in a long line of distinguished players to have worn that famous number 7. And among his predecessors in that role, the manager of the opponents today, Steve Coppell, wore the white number 7 on the red shirt of Manchester United and is still revered here for his performances in that role. Let's take a look then at the two teams. With reports this morning that Gary Neville is facing surgery in the new year to cure long-standing calf and knee problems, the United captain is out of the 16 again today, along with Patrice Evra, and Ryan Giggs only makes the bench. But Rio Ferdinand's return compensates for the loss through suspension of Nemanja Vidic, and with Paul Scholes banned too, Michael Carrick's comeback from injury is well timed. After his heroics from the bench against Wigan, Cristiano Ronaldo is in from the start today. Unsurprisingly, Reading are unchanged from the team that got an outstanding result at Chelsea, so Leroy Lita can balance out some of the damage he inflicted on his boyhood club Chelsea in the last match. The side contains United fans in Glen Little and Kevin Doyle, and they include Greame Murty, who's been on the winning side here at Old Trafford with York 11 years ago.
Number 19, Seoul Ki-hyeon. Number 32,
Well, looking more relaxed than ever in his role as Manchester United manager, and more energised than ever. His 65th birthday occurs in between 2 crucial matches for the destiny of the title, here today against Reading and away on Monday against Newcastle United. And for the 3rd time in his Manchester United career, Edwin van der Sar is captain, towering over his opposite number, Greame Murty, who I'm sure has been boring his colleagues rigid with tales of that success he achieved here with York in the League Cup. David Platt's alongside me here today. David, what do you make of Manchester United's bid to regain the Premiership crown?
Well, I think what they've done this season more than they've done in the last two, again, when Chelsea stole the march, I mean, they've not let Chelsea get away with them right from the off, right from the start of the season. They were winning games, and that's gone, this season at least, with Chelsea now chasing them. And they're carrying it on, the form's magnificent, I think. But I think the main reason really is the fact that they've got off to such a good start, which they haven't done in recent years.
The referee enjoying his moment in the middle on a rain-soaked day here at Old Trafford. Manchester United know that come what may, they will enter 2007 as Premiership leaders. But the margin is the crucial thing, and that's why a win is so important here today. This is Ji-sung Park, a very committed Reading team, as demonstrated by that first challenge from Steve Sidwell. It's a fraction late, hence the free kick, which United have got on with. Solskjær involved in the build-up here, looking for John O'Shea. That's Heinze. Now Ole Gunnar Solskjær, challenged by Ibrahima Sonko. Solskjær has done well in recent Premiership starts. He scored 4 goals in his last 3, including on Boxing Day against Wigan. Clearing header there by Ingimarsson. Solskjær looked to get it back across. This is Glen Little, one of the United fans in the Reading lineup, and he's making his 100th appearance for Reading today. What a ground at which to mark that milestone for him. Here's O'Shea. Solskjær helping it out, but play brought back for the earlier challenge on John O'Shea. Solskjær is a player reborn after those nagging injury problems he's had. This is Rio Ferdinand, who's only missed 1 game this season. That was the last one against Wigan when he was rested. Now Ronaldo, who was rested from the start and brought on and changed the game. Rooney and Ronaldo linking up well, and this is John O'Shea. Does he fancy a crack from here? It's Solskjær. Tries to drive it back across. Ronaldo! Well, already getting into his stride. Reading will not want to be giving him too many open invitations today. Here's Rooney. Driven across by Carrick. Cleared by Ingimarsson. This is Park. Now Silvestre. Everybody except Van der Sar inside the Reading half. Heinze drives it across. It clears Solskjær and is cleared by Glen Little. Backs to the wall in the opening couple of minutes for Reading, although I'm sure they would have expected this.
No surprises so far, Rob, is there? Reading to operate with a 4-5-1 formation, Leroy Lita up there on his own. United having bags and bags of possession. I think it really is going to be a fact of patience for Manchester United, looking to break them down, and that would in itself open up Reading, and maybe then they can capitalise. But first of all, they've got to break them down.
It's a foul by Mikaël Carrick on James Harper. United until the second half to break Wigan down. The change from the bench bringing the influence that the Manchester United manager needed to change the course of the game. Shorey forward for the kick, which in the end is taken by Glen Little and swept round the back.
Waste of a free kick, really, when you think about it. If they are going to defend deep, Reading, if they are going to restrict Manchester United, allow them to have possession in their own half, they really do have to capitalise when they get into good positions from set pieces, and it was a poor delivery from Glen Little.
There's Solskjær. Ingimarsson closed him down, cleared by Sonko. That's Heinze. Now Greame Murty. This is Glen Little. Lita showing for him, getting in front of Mikaël Silvestre. Here's Ronaldo. Held off by Steve Sidwell. Another free kick given away by the former Arsenal man. There's Leroy Lita, who not only was a Chelsea fan in his youth, he was actually on schoolboy forms with them, but didn't do them any favours at Stamford Bridge last week. Got the first goal in that 2-2 draw. Ferdinand, Park stretching, helped it round to Rooney, who looked for Ole Gunnar Solskjær. Still a feeling here at Old Trafford that Rooney has yet to peak this season, so if he does in the second half of the season, then that could be the extra kick-on that United need.
Well, we've seen flashes from him this season, haven't we? You know, at the start of the season everybody was saying he was in a bad run of form, then he went and hit a hat-trick at Bolton. From then on he went into good goal-scoring form, but it's the consistency, I think, but it's the consistency of his standard. You know, even a Wayne Rooney that people have criticised this season is still a very, very formidable player, I think.
Since that hat-trick at Bolton, it's 3 goals in 14 since for Wayne Rooney. Helped on by Solskjær. Now Shorey. Wes Brown winning his battle with Lita, who felt he was fouled, and Ronaldo's away here, and not only that, he's onside. He goes for it, and is it going to break?
Well, Ronaldo gets through here. You know, Wayne Rooney's breaking his neck to get into the box, and I'm sure he should have been pulling it back. He's unlikely to beat Marcus Hahnemann from that position, from that angle, and in the end it's a good save and he gets up for the second one.
Well, with 6 goals and as many Premiership appearances of late, you can understand in a way Ronaldo thinking that everything he touches at the moment turns to gold. Showed his desire to test Hahnemann there, but the angle, I suppose, always really against him. Here's Carrick. That's too much of Ole Gunnar Solskjær. Brave, committed defender Ívar Ingimarsson, he's got his work cut out today. Got himself into a spot of bother then against John O'Shea. Now Ronaldo. This is Carrick. Murty just stays out of the way. Longest serving player now in the Reading ranks, Greame Murty. It's Glen Little. Now Park, cleared by Murty. Here's Wes Brown. Rooney. Well, they set Brown away, Gunnarsson wrong-footed. Cut out by Ingimarsson. Brynjar Gunnarsson, who's conceded the throw. Here's Solskjær. Brown. Ronaldo. Solskjær behind O'Shea. And Little brings it away. Now Sidwell. Kevin Doyle. Here's Little. Shorey's made the run on the far side and he's looked to pick him out. It's a great ball. Sidwell.
This is the shot, Nicky Shorey breaking his neck. It comes back to Steve Sidwell on the wrong foot, to be honest with you. His right-footed player was never really confident, I don't think. His whole body language.
What a job Steve Coppell has done at Reading, but what a job he did as a player here. 8 years here. He was one of Tommy Dockett's shrewdest investments when he was bought from Tranmere, and they had the FA Cup to show for it back in 1977. Ronaldo's looked for Rooney, and Sonko stayed in control, although Rooney wasn't about to give up on it easily.
Well, Wayne Rooney muscled off by Sonko, but then has a go at this ball. He's fortunate, I think, that there's no contact with Hahnemann.
That's an attractive feature for a supporter, that he never gives up on what seems like a lost cause, but it can be unpleasant for opponents sometimes. Here's Murty. Now Lita. Good attempt on the turn from Leroy Lita, who's really sharp.
Well, Silvestre just gets too tight on Lita here on the wrong side. At least I think if that is the target, Van der Sar's got a problem, because it was a real snapshot.
Turn 22 on Thursday, Leroy Lita. And Steve Coppell has admitted that he's probably been underused by Reading this season. It's a nudge by Wayne Rooney. Here's Shorey over the free kick. Lita a target to aim for, but it's cleared by Silvestre. Now Carrick. Lay off by Rooney. Carrick. Now Doyle. Steve Coppell may be watching from upstairs, but his eyes and ears on the touchline. Wally Downs.
I think both Steve Coppell and Wally Downs will be quite pleased with the way that Reading have started this game. Defended very, very deep in the first few minutes, but as the game's gone on now, first quarter and out, they've got a little bit more confidence, and I think they've got enough on the pitch to say to Manchester United that you're going to have to be careful. Lita can score, Sidwell can score, we know Doyle can score, Glen Little.
Here is Doyle. Stopped from getting through that time by Silvestre, but this is Cristiano Ronaldo. Now Brown. Ronaldo into an area that seemed kind for the goalkeeper, but somehow it slipped his grasp.
Well, this is where Ronaldo's got better in the last couple of years for me. You know, there'll be time when he'd take too much for this. It's not about his skill, not on the ball, it's just about putting the ball into a danger area, and he wins his side of corner.
Carrick's kick. Heinze made a decent attempt to get there. It's cleared to Rooney. Now Silvestre. Ferdinand is forward for it, but it's ushered clear by Ibrahima Sonko. Well, the desire to regain the Premiership crown that they last had in 2003 is very much there for the Manchester United manager. But they need to pick up maximum points in games like this. Patience is a virtue, though.
Patience is a you know, it's something that the big clubs, I think, have had to learn in recent years. No longer do teams come to places like Man United, Chelsea, Arsenal and look to surprise them by going at them. They do sit back, they do defend very, very deeply. I think they're the best teams. They've learnt that they can win the game through 90 minutes. They don't have to be 1 up and 2 up in 20 minutes.
Here's Carrick. Now Rooney. Carrick. Heinze. Ronaldo. Here's O'Shea. Ferdinand suddenly seemed to fancy it. It was leaned into by Ívar Ingimarsson, and it's gone for the corner.
I think he's fortunate that it takes a deflection here, Rio Ferdinand, because I don't think that was coming to nothing on for him, so he pulled the trigger.
Carrick's kick. Ronaldo was amongst those going in for it. It was a clear punch by Hahnemann, and this is Lita. No messing around by Wes Brown.
This is a proper challenge from Wes Brown. Clean.
Brown. Little. Lita looking to get in behind Rio Ferdinand. Silvestre. Solskjær. Now Ronaldo. Solskjær. Heinze. Little has broken it up. Rooney. Brown. Rooney tried to let it run. This is Harper. Murty. Now Little. Doyle. Looking for Lita. So a useful header away by Silvestre, back in by Little. Heinze underneath this one. Murty. And again Greame Murty. Signs here that their confidence is growing.
Well, I don't think Manchester United will be too worried about that. The more confident they get, the more players they push forward, become stretched as a team, and that's when they can take advantage of Manchester United. But they've just got a little problem at the moment that everybody's coming towards the ball. You know, when they try to build things up, both Solskjær and Rooney coming towards the ball makes it easy for Reading to be able to defend against. They just need Solskjær maybe to play on the back shoulder of somebody and try and stretch them.
Here's Doyle. Can he pull it across? It's behind Harper. Little's arriving.
The challenge by Gabriel Heinze here is exceptional. Doesn't get anywhere near the ball, but he just puts Glen Little off enough. And watch how he gets there at pace. Just flings himself at the ball and puts him off enough to be able to make him strangle the shot wide. And without that, that's going to hit the target, I think. Well done, Gabriel Heinze.
Murty. Back by John O'Shea. United have a bit of a problem here. Rio Ferdinand is hobbling at the moment, and having had ankle problems earlier in the season, and with United already a man light because of the suspension to Nemanja Vidic. This will involve a United reshuffle if he has to come off.
Looks to be a problem with his knee, Rob, actually.
It's Gunnarsson who got it away. Now Shorey. Well, they're effectively having to carry a passenger at the moment here, Manchester United. Brown might have thought in normal circumstances about giving that to Ferdinand, but was forced to look in other directions. Sure, it's a reshuffle that would involve John O'Shea going back because they've no central defenders on the bench. Suspect they'd probably have to bring maybe Darren Fletcher on.
Possibly. I think John O'Shea could flick in maybe to right fullback. Wes Brown go to centre half, like you say, with Fletcher coming on.
Well, Van der Sar has aimed for the touchline there, so they can decide what they're going to do about Rio Ferdinand, and the first priority is just to give the injury a closer look. This may be how he did it.
Yeah, he's gone into, I think he just extended it there. That looks like just the lateral ligaments on the knee. Oh no, it is his ankle by the looks of things. Just, I think it's the way he was limping, to be honest with you, Rob. It doesn't augur well, I don't think. But United have also got the option to play Ryan Giggs there. He's played central midfield a few times for Man United this season.
It's something they hope they don't have to do. Rio Ferdinand has been one of United's most consistent players this season in a very mean United defence. Rested for the Wigan game, which is the only one in the Premiership that he's missed. Solskjær and Rooney are plotting their way through at one end. United's concerns at the moment revolve around the other. John O'Shea has just slipped back for now while they take Ferdinand off the pitch to assess the full extent of the injury. United then a man light.
I can't see him carrying on, to be honest with you. He's been limping far too long. He's not really getting any better. Normally you can run those kind of injuries off. I'd be very surprised if he continues, but looks like he's going to give it a go.
Well, the minute he puts any weight on it at all, it looks uncomfortable, but he is hobbling back on now, Rio Ferdinand. Here's Doyle. Now Ingimarsson. Sonko. Sonko again. Heinze with the interception. Solskjær. This is Rooney. Ronaldo's made a run across for him. Rooney holds on to it. Magnificently plays it in towards O'Shea. Vital piece of defending by Nicky Shorey. Well, Rooney then was just getting into full stride, skipping around obstacles, just trying to clip it into O'Shea. Here's Lita. One from him by Park. Solskjær, Park, Rooney first time, and he found Solskjær, who I think was his target. May have come off for United, but Park unfortunately got in the way. Here's Murty. Little. Well, to get his cross in, it's cleared by Rio Ferdinand. Rooney with Sonko at his back. Sidwell joining in too. Glen Little. Sidwell. Glen Little. Sidwell. Here's Heinze. Now Ronaldo. Sidwell. Sonko. Harper. Doyle. Now Ferdinand. O'Shea. Powers of recovery of professional footballers never cease to amaze, do they? Rio Ferdinand seems to be moving all right again.
Well, I don't know. I think he's still got a little bit of a limp in his gait there.
Here's Brown, looking for Solskjær, Rooney!
It's a tough one to get hold of here for Wayne Rooney. The ball comes off, Solskjær doesn't get the flick onto it. It's a very, very difficult technique. As it pops up here, this is Wes Brown going into the hiding.
It's a heavy clash.
The advertising board came worse off.
Here's Ferdinand. Now Brown. This is Carrick. Cleared by Gunnarsson. Now Glen Little with room to move into. Heinze's come across to try and shut that down. It took O'Shea helping out to stop him in the end. Silvestre. Ingimarsson cuts it out, but Park keeps it rolling for Solskjær. Kicks up off Sonko. And Manchester United win a corner.
Well, they needed to get back going again, Manchester United. We had 5 or 10 minutes there. It's been a little bit flat. It's all right being patient, but you've still got to be taking the game to the opposition.
Corner, Ronaldo! And he's lost it! And Hahnemann got away with it as Solskjær went in for the follow-up. Second time the ball has spilled away from Hahnemann like a piece of wet soap.
Well, Ronaldo gets up so well here, and unfortunately for Hahnemann it's right at him, but he did spill it. Terrific header as it bounces. Solskjær can't quite get a good connection on it for the second one.
Carrick's corner, Silvestre up for it this time. Ferdinand looks to make something of it and pulls it back. Well, O'Shea in the end could make nothing of it. Good spell this though for Manchester United. Here's Silvestre. Now Ronaldo, whose first goal on Boxing Day was a header from a corner. This is Carrick, Mikaël Carrick, and Hahnemann untroubled by that one.
Well, they'll be delighted, Reading, if they restrict Manchester United to efforts like this. Fully 35 yards out. Have to be one exceptional strike to beat Hahnemann from there.
23rd game today for Manchester United for Mikaël Carrick. He's missed the last couple, but he still hasn't scored since his move to Old Trafford.
In all fairness to him, I don't think he was brought here for that. He was brought here to be a continuity player. Very rarely gives the ball away. It's not his fault that he's got such a big price tag on his shoulders, but they needed somebody to replace Roy Keane, maybe not necessarily in the mental side of it or the driving side of it, but in terms of the continuity of keeping the football, and I think, you know, Carrick's one of the best at that.
Sidwell. Lita. Doyle. Sidwell. Lita. Silvestre making the tackle, and Reading winning their first corner. Rain-drenched day at Old Trafford, half an hour gone and a corner for Reading, which Nicky Shorey will take. Clearing header by Ronaldo. Harper tried to place it. Sonko won the header. Gunnarsson. Solskjær came out and blocked. Murty. Unlucky. Sidwell. Shorey. Lita. Now Harper. Doyle. Lita. Stuck it against Rio Ferdinand. The ball slightly behind Lita that he still made the most of. Park. Well under pressure, that's O'Shea. Now Carrick. Now Heinze. Ronaldo's made a driving run in behind Greame Murty. Forced to check that now. And here is Ronaldo. Carrick. Rio Ferdinand. Rooney.
I'm not sure he's ever scored a header for Manchester United, Wayne Rooney. He got up very well for that one, but didn't trouble Marcus Hahnemann.
Coppell was managing Crystal Palace when United won their first trophy under Sir Alex Ferguson. Although it took a replay in the FA Cup final to see them off. Heinze. Ronaldo. Solskjær! 1-0 Manchester United, and he made it look so simple. The dancing feet of Ronaldo, the finish from Solskjær.
Well, this is all in the cross. It's just the no backlift to be able to put the ball in, and it enables Solskjær, who is offside, I think, by the way. We've just watched, there's no backlift here, and the ball's going in. Very difficult to pick your man up, and a great glancing header from Ole Gunnar Solskjær. But for me, there's question marks of whether he's onside or not. But the action happens so quick, very difficult for the assistant referee to see that.
5 goals in his last 4 Premiership starts now for Ole Gunnar Solskjær. A big debt of gratitude there to Cristiano Ronaldo for putting it on a plate for him. Well, Phil Sharp was the linesman on the far side from the header who would have had the call and kept his flag down. Here's Silvestre. Ronaldo. O'Shea's made the run forward for Heinze's throw, but it doesn't find him. Well, was he offside?
And you can just see as Solskjær starts to make his run, the ball's not coming in yet, and Sonko just steps up, and there's an argument to say he's level as the ball's taken. Very, very close, but very difficult for the assistant referee, I think. Nobody expected Ronaldo to put the ball in as early as he did do.
And at an age when benefit of doubt is given to strikers, maybe the official's blameless.
I think so, and to be honest with you, still very difficult to see off the replay, but I think it'd been very, very harsh on Solskjær, I think, if the goal wasn't allowed. I think there was part of his body level at least.
Well, Steve Coppell's team bounced back twice against Chelsea after conceding, and they do so here against the Premiership leaders.
I think one of the big differences down at Chelsea was the fact that they got an equaliser in the last minute. I'm not too sure that they'll get one here. Manchester United, a team who really do enjoy possession of the football. You've got players out there that are all comfortable in it, all want it.
Here's Ronaldo. Carrick. Ferdinand. Cristiano Ronaldo's made a great diagonal run, but Ferdinand has looked instead for Rooney, and Sonko came across in front.
I don't think it will change immediately the game plan of Reading. I think they'll look to still keep it tight, keep it down to one goal at some point in the second half. If it is like this, then they're going to have to maybe go a little bit more, get another player up front alongside Lita.
They got a wrap. They felt that during the recent lean years people weren't showing enough patience for the fact that this was a team in transition. But with that goal, United bringing the best out of youth and experience, the exuberance of Ronaldo, a man in form, and the finishing prowess of Ole Gunnar Solskjær, who's done that for nearly a decade here.
It's no backlift, Rob. It was very difficult. You can see Solskjær, he's got 2 yards on Sonko because he can't react, Sonko. Not when the ball comes in like that. Took a gamble, Solskjær, and it paid off.
Kick going straight down the middle, they've got back in it, Sonko! Ibrahima Sonko climbed in front of the goalkeeper and Reading have bounced back!
This is all about the delivery from Nicky Shorey. He puts it right into the danger area and Van der Sar makes the mistake of coming for it. Even if he stays on his line, it's going to be very difficult, but that's a superb delivery. As it goes in, Van der Sar coming out, he's in no man's land. He only needs a flick from anybody, and it's Sonko that gets it.
His first Premiership goal, and it does a huge favour to the reigning Premiership champions. Chelsea will be delighted that Steve Coppell's team have shown the same sort of character to bounce back here that they did at Stamford Bridge on Boxing Day. Here's Solskjær. Manchester United have got to start all over again. Solskjær's goal cancelled out by Sonko. Carrick with the corner. Ronaldo's up there and off the angle. And again Ronaldo, and it's blocked by Sonko this time.
He gets up so well, Ronaldo. That's why he scores goals from headers. He just hangs there, you can see him. Very, very unfortunate. Not so much with the second one, it's well closed down.
Here's Carrick. Harper away. Here's Ferdinand. Ronaldo. Teasing and probing against Sidwell, although the shot is a disappointment to it.
Look at the way he hangs. He's not the tallest player in the box. He's not short, but he's not the tallest player in the area. But every time it goes in there, he seems to win it. Great dynamic leap he's got on him. Really has come of age this season, I think.
Hahnemann, who was once understudy to Edwin van der Sar at Fulham. But both have had tricky moments here today. A couple of occasions the ball has spilled away from Hahnemann and van der Sar came for the free kick and didn't get to it. Hence Reading's equaliser. Here's Greame Murty. Gunnarsson. Rooney. Brown. Shorey. Carrick. Steve Coppell has come downstairs. His team reinvigorated by Ibrahima Sonko's equaliser. United's lead lasting less than 5 minutes. Ferdinand. Brown. Ferdinand again. Ronaldo. Rooney. Rooney taking on Sonko this time. Heinze was out to the left, but he held on to it. And now Carrick comes in to help him out. Solskjær's headed back for Ronaldo. And catch it cleanly. An impressive response this from Reading.
It was, but it was all in the delivery from Shorey. He just gets a flick. Like I say, had Van der Sar not come for it, he's going to struggle to get there anyhow. When it left the boot of Nicky Shorey, it looked as though it was going to be in the air for long enough for Van der Sar to get to it.
Concern here to Steve Sidwell this time.
Not too sure what happens here. It's the ball that's took him.
Bit winded. Again. Well, 3,000 have made the trip from Reading, and they've been well rewarded so far. Rooney. Carrick flew in for it, but it's cleared by Ingimarsson. This is Lita. And Silvestre to shake off. Wins a free kick. He's come up for the free kick. Greame Murty looks for him from it. Clearing header though by Rio Ferdinand. Header and had Van der Sar clutching at that. Rooney's offside as we go into the 3 minutes of stoppage time that have been added on. Could have been another awkward moment for the Manchester United goalkeeper. With this free kick, that one not as harmful to Manchester United as Nicky Shorey's was earlier. I wonder what response that will evoke from the Manchester United manager at the break.
I think it's about being patient again. They got the noses in front, like you say, but unfortunately for them, they haven't capitalised on it really. I think it'd just be about being patient.
There's Park. Shorey hasn't cleared. So Ronaldo not about to give up on it. And he angled it in towards Solskjær. Looked really impossible from there to get it across, but somehow Ronaldo managed.
As it comes across here, Ronaldo again, putting the ball back into the danger area. There was a time when he'd do a little bit too much on the ball there. Good defending by Gunnarsson.
Here's Little. Lita. Sidwell. Shorey's made the run, which has left Sidwell with limited options, but he's picked out Gunnarsson. Ferdinand. There's Brown. Carrick. And here's Park. His escape from Ingimarsson. And he's found Rooney. Carrick. Park tries to rescue it. Now Heinze. Reading defending well again. They bunched around Rooney when he was lining up the shot. Here he goes again. Away by Gunnarsson that time. Rio Ferdinand. Ronaldo. Away for Ole Gunnar Solskjær that time. Reading showing again that nothing can be taken for granted against them. Manchester United held the lead here. Ole Gunnar Solskjær heading in Cristiano Ronaldo's cross. But Reading bounced back once more. Ibrahima Sonko first to Nicky Shorey's free kick, which Van der Sar came to claim. And United's lead wiped out at half-time. Manchester United 1, Reading 1. Is taken off. Giggs on here for his 450th appearance in the Premiership, the most for one player with one club. But he comes on with Reading having bounced back in this match, having conceded the opening goal to Ole Gunnar Solskjær. Well, Reading began 2006 in the Championship, with a 5-1 win over Cardiff. They end the year here at Old Trafford as one of only 4 teams who've already taken something off Manchester United this season from a 1-1 draw at the Madejski Stadium back in September. Arsenal, Chelsea and West Ham, the others to have deprived United of maximum points in the Premiership games they've played. And they've done it again here so far, level at 1-1. Can they hold on to that or even better it in their first ever league visit to this ground? This is Nicky Shorey, whose free kick set up the equaliser. Wes Brown has won the throw-in for his positive challenge on Harper. Reading's only ever victory against Manchester United was nearly 80 years ago, January 1927, and the second replay of a third-round FA Cup tie. Frank Richardson and Bill Johnston scored in the game at Villa Park when Reading were in the old second division, a division below United. Here's Leroy Lita, hoping for some heroics for the modern-day Reading side, supported there by Kevin Doyle. Clearance by Gabriel Heinze. Here's Harper. Little. It's back by John O'Shea. Giggs first to it, and this is Heinze. Here's Rooney. Now Brown. Now Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo, who set up the opening goal for Ole Gunnar Solskjær. A better end product than Wes Brown managed. Murty. Ball's peeled away on the far side and is calling for it. It's aimed for him. Brown and Ferdinand have got across though. Here's Ronaldo. Giggs has made a driving run through the middle. Here he is. Ronaldo unselfishly looked for Rooney, but it was behind him and clipped away by Greame Murty. Now more patient build-up again needed from United. Here's O'Shea. Ronaldo lets it run. Solskjær. Blocked by Sonko. Back in again. Beyond Giggs to Rooney. Will it fall here for O'Shea? Keeps it in. Brown. Ronaldo. Trying a similar sort of trick from the other side this time. Solskjær very nearly came off with the same combination. Ferdinand keeps it in. Brown. Ferdinand once more. Wes Brown. Now it's his cross. Murty clears. Carrick first to it. Rooney.
Just as it pops out, he looks as though Michael Carrick's going to have a shot. Wayne Rooney, no back lift. He's unfortunate there not to hit the target.
Good start to the second half by United. Shorey. Here's Doyle. Away by Heinze. Ingimarsson. Carrick. Brown. Solskjær. More reasons to be cheerful for Steve Coppell with the way his team have performed here today, and relaxed enough to go back into the director's box to watch.
He's probably watching this game thinking a bit, he wishes he had the resources that Manchester United are. Sir Alex able to bring Ryan Giggs on, giving United a little bit more width enables a lot more space for Rooney to come off. Solskjær, Reading will have the work cut out in the second half, I think.
Home to West Ham on New Year's Day, Reading. United facing a trip to Newcastle, but will they be going there off the back of a win? Here's Shorey. Carrick. Here's Ferdinand. Now Rooney. Giggs. Little. Silvestre got there. That's O'Shea. Now Brown. O'Shea again. Gunnarsson stepped in. It's still broken for Wayne Rooney though. Giggs. Couldn't direct the header. Ryan Giggs, who scored in Manchester United's last win against Reading. It was an FA Cup tie on a heavily sanded Elm Park pitch nearly 11 years ago.
Just couldn't direct the header, Ryan Giggs. I think Rooney was trying to pick Ronaldo out, to be honest with you.
Carrick. Giggs. Solskjær. Helped it on, but to no one in particular. And here's Silvestre. By Carrick. Ferdinand. Here's Silvestre. Rooney. Gunnarsson strong in the challenge against Rooney, who then followed through against Ingimarsson and just caught him.
He does do, Wayne Rooney. Loses the ball out here to Ingimarsson. Clearly. You don't actually see it in the replay, but I think he just did run into him.
A bit of frustration just starting to get the better of Wayne Rooney. Gunnarsson. Ferdinand. Doyle does well to find Nicky Shorey. And it's Silvestre away. Ronaldo. Rooney. Wayne Rooney! Oh, he picked his spot and he was just out.
Well, I think Ingimarsson saves this. Sorry, Hahnemann saves this. There's just a little fingertip to it, I thought. Does well, Wayne Rooney, as he steps back inside, looks to chip him. The right idea, knows which way, doesn't even look at the goal, tries a little clip. Oh no, it's just over.
Ronaldo and Rooney are starting to generate things again here. It's Ronaldo's pass that's picked out Ryan Giggs. Murty has to deal with it. Rooney was just behind him, and United get the corner.
All of a sudden Manchester United looking beyond people. Ryan Giggs making runs beyond. Rooney himself running behind defenders. Creates the space, gives Reading problems.
Old Trafford subdued after Reading's equaliser, starting to believe again. Carrick's corner. Heinze climbs for it. Ingimarsson got it away though. Here's Rooney. Well, Ronaldo wasn't expecting that to get through Ingimarsson, but somehow it got past the defender.
Well, if he brings this ball down, Ronaldo, he's got goal written all over it, expects the flick, it doesn't come.
problem with their captain at the moment, Greame Murty, just coming off. Here's Brown. Solskjær. Rooney. Ingimarsson away. And the Reading defence bolstered by Greame Murty's return. And they'll need everybody now. Concerned Steve Coppell, seeing United really in the mood now. Ronaldo. Gunnarsson. Back by Carrick. Here's Rio Ferdinand. Giggs. Ronaldo. Away by Shorey. Lita. Harper's got forward to support him. Here's Little. Ingimarsson has joined the attack here out to the right of Harper. It was won from him by Silvestre. And this is Giggs. And with Ingimarsson out of position, Gunnarsson here has to cover against Giggs' run. Brown. Ronaldo to Giggs! Side netting.
Well, it's really been a feature. The early ball's in from Ronaldo, been a feature of this game, and that's going right past him. A lot of the crowd think this is in. Ryan Giggs getting to the near post. The movement of the Manchester United front four at the moment is exceptional. Rooney, Solskjær, Giggs and Ronaldo interchanging positions and really giving Reading problems.
And at a stage of the game where Reading are being pulled this way and that, they want to throw on Sam Sodje here. Murty. Giggs. Rooney just drags it through for Ole Gunnar Solskjær, who's away from Sonko and hits the post. Ronaldo doesn't miss though. Manchester United are back in front, and it's the same combination. Solskjær unlucky, but Ronaldo so quick to react.
We're talking about the movement of the Manchester United front four, and this epitomises it. Ryan Giggs into Wayne Rooney. First time ball. This touch is magnificent. Right in there, Solskjær. He's unlucky to see it come back off the post. Ronaldo only needs to get something on it. Oh, one-touch football from Manchester United. This is the touch from Solskjær for me. He just sets himself up magnificent around Sonko. And although Ronaldo gets the credit for the goal, to me, it's a return favour from Solskjær. Exceptional play.
A beautifully worked goal from Manchester United, and in truth it had been coming. Ronaldo takes the credit, but it was magnificent build-up. Rooney involved, Giggs involved, Solskjær involved, and Ronaldo finished it all off. Sam Sodje's on for the injured Greame Murty, and Reading, for the second time in this match, has to come from behind.
We've been playing for what, 15-16 minutes in this second half, and if United stay in this kind of form with this kind of hunger and desire, and Reading don't do anything about it, then we could see a few more goals going in, I think, because at the moment they're absolutely exceptional.
Here's Carrick. Now Ferdinand. Rooney. Giggs. Gunnarsson got himself in trouble, and in the end a corner is what he's had to concede. The lesser of two evils for Brynjar Gunnarsson. Giggs pulls the corner back for Wes Brown. Giggs cross. Ronaldo was waiting for it. Sidwell with a header clear. Here's Carrick. Now Ronaldo. Bouncing his way past Sidwell, who gets to the ball.
Well, Reading are going to have to shore things up, make sure that for the next 10 minutes they're disciplined, defend very, very well like they just have done to give that corner away. Otherwise, this could run out for United.
It's Carrick's corner. Hahnemann takes it at the second attempt. Harper. Here's Shorey. Ferdinand. Now Rooney. Heinze. Carrick. Here's O'Shea. Ronaldo. Rooney. Heinze. Clattered into by Sodje. The referee's played the advantage, and Gunnarsson heads it clear from in front of Giggs. The referee may want to take further action against Sodje if the ball goes out. Remains to be seen.
The challenge is there to be made. It's a poor one from Sodje, but I don't think there's anything malicious. I'm surprised that the referee did anything there.
Here's Harper. Little. Van der Sars. Solskjær, again Sodje's there as the defender. He did leave his foot in there as he went away from Ole Gunnar Solskjær. Well, it's a yellow card, but it seems from the referee's indication to have been for the earlier challenge.
Yes, it was, and I think he's a little bit unfortunate, to be honest with you. To me, Heinze lost control of the football and the challenge was there to be made.
Heinze. Giggs. Carrick. Ferdinand. Rooney. Harper. Sodje for the moment has switched sides with Nicky Shorey. Ferdinand. Sodje away. Carrick won it from Lita. Reading seeking to ask more questions of Manchester United, and they're hoping that Seoul might do that. Seoul Ki-hyeon being sent on here by Reading. Glen Little is the man about to be sacrificed, it would seem. But the wait goes on a little bit longer as United continue their build-up with Rooney, who's nudged off the ball by Sidwell. Carrick. Rooney again. Heinze. Ronaldo. Heinze. Solskjær, Brown, now Carrick, played it against Steve Sidwell to actually win a corner. Does Reading line up to defend the corner? Here comes that change in personnel. Glen Little is off, and with around about 25 minutes plus stoppage time left to have a say on proceedings, Seoul is on.
I'm not too sure how much of an offensive change that is. I think it's just a case of sorting this left-hand side out where Ryan Giggs has given problems, along with Heinze.
Giggs cross deflected. Rooney. It's a little bit concerned about that, Hahnemann. Same scorers as against Wigan, Solskjær and Ronaldo.
Yeah, but it's a great touch from Solskjær. He opens it up. You almost wanted to see the ball going in the back of the net from Solskjær for this. One touch from Rooney, but this is the touch here. It's absolutely exceptional. There's nothing Sonko can do about it.
And they're off again, Rooney and Ronaldo, but the attempted return was blocked off by Sodje. Silvestre. Brown. Giggs. And Rooney looking to get away, and was he held back by Sodje? No, flags up. Oh, a second yellow for Sam Sodje, and he's sent off. He pulled back at Wayne Rooney, the referee demonstrating that he saw the tug, and having just been booked, Sam Sodje is expelled.
I think Rooney's actually going to the assistant referee for the offside, actually, to complain about the offside, and certainly it looked as though that was the case. You would have thought otherwise, that the referee's going to play advantage because Wayne Rooney was free. Very interesting to find out, I think, at a later date. I was going to say, from the offside, he didn't look offside, Wayne Rooney, did he?
Well, Ingimarsson is still seeking an explanation from Mike Dean, because it looked as though the linesman's flag was up, indicating Rooney was offside, but suddenly for the pull on in by Sodje, who's making a very, very slow walk off the pitch, hence the delay to the taking of the free kick, and it was a red card for Sodje. Third red card that Reading have picked up this season, and as if life wasn't going to be hard enough for them with United on the up and now leading again, it's all the more difficult now. Ronaldo! There's what the goal looks like, but couldn't find it then.
A little mental note, I think, to say at the target.
Well, he has done once already. The assistant referee Andy Garrett was the man who seemed initially to flag for an offside against Wayne Rooney, but then suddenly attention turned to the challenge on the Manchester United striker. Here's Giggs. Silvestre. Here's O'Shea. Carrick. Rooney in round the back of Sonko. Has to pull it back for O'Shea. Ronaldo. Ingimarsson away. Sidwell. Solskjær. Ronaldo. O'Shea. Vital interception that from Ívar Ingimarsson. But Giggs has won it from Gunnarsson, who's now covering it right back. He's round him. Stephen Hunt, all set to come on for Reading as they look to make another change. Here's Rooney. Brown. Rooney. By Silvestre. Here's Rio Ferdinand. Carrick. Ronaldo. Ingimarsson. Lita. Shorey. Sidwell.
Won't get a better chance to get back into the game than this, Reading, I don't think. Gets there first, although the challenge is there from Silvestre. It's a poor header because he only has to get that on target, and he should do. He's first to the ball.
Well, here's the final Reading change. Stephen Hunt. I think the cheers from the United fans tell their own story about Stephen Hunt's season. He's played a significant part in Chelsea's woes with the loss of Petr Cech. Ibrahima Sonko, who in the same game took out Carlo Cudicini, and less favour here today with his first half equaliser, but United back in front now, so for the moment that's forgotten about, and Rooney is in here up against Sonko, still bearing down on Reading. Heinze. Carrick. O'Shea. Here's Ferdinand. Ronaldo. Disappointing layoff for Solskjær, though, keeping up the pressure on Shorey. Ferdinand. Sidwell. One back by Giggs, that's Carrick. O'Shea. Ronaldo. Rooney going for it, was inviting one, but Sonko gets it away. Afford to take the chance, really. Sonko came so quickly, couldn't leave it to his goalkeeper.
He had to deal with it. And again, Ronaldo putting the ball in very, very early into a dangerous area. Been exceptional today, Ronaldo has.
Giggs with a kick. Solskjær went for it, didn't get there, but he might now. Hunt dug in, no penalty. And now Ferdinand wrestling with Stephen Hunt. Giggs. Kicked up on its way through to Ronaldo, who heads it back across, and Sonko clears. With his current eye for goal, you expected him to go for goal then. O'Shea.
Well, you'd have expected Ronaldo to score here, I think. I think he tries to head it back, thinking that there's somebody there, but an header on target to the far post could well have gone in, I think.
That would have wrapped it up. As it is, the outcome may still be in a little bit of doubt. United had that one warning with the Sidwell header. For the most part, they're in the ascendancy here, though. And this is Ryan Giggs. He's free, Ronaldo! And that wraps it up. For the third match running, he scores 2 in a game. Cristiano Ronaldo is the man with the golden touch.
Well, he's definitely man of the match today. And again, very similar to Solskjær. No daylight in between them. Good decision by the linesman. But Ryan Giggs coming on in the second half has been tremendous in what has been an exceptional Manchester United second half. But a clean connection here from Ronaldo, claiming for offside, an easy finish in the end. He's still got to get there, but he deserves it today, he really does.
Even with just under half of the season to go, there are plenty who believe that Ronaldo is the outstanding candidate to be the player of the year. That will depend upon him keeping up this sort of form over what's left of this season. But as we prepare to turn from one calendar year into another, it's Ronaldo's form that has put Manchester United in pole position in the Premiership. Coppell will consider his team unlucky. Cristiano Ronaldo has done his job and is now going to be saved for battles ahead. Darren Fletcher coming on, and Ronaldo won't get a chance to go for the hat-trick. A very public vote of confidence and slap on the back for Cristiano Ronaldo, who came into this season with so many on his back. Now he's used to feeling pats on the back.
Well, we saw many games in so little time over this Christmas period and New Year period. That third goal, the Ronaldo goal, is second, that put the daylight in between them, and Reading down to 10 men has enabled Sir Alex, I think, to make the changes that he probably would have wanted to make 10 or 15 minutes ago, in all honesty.
Kieran Richardson on as well for Wayne Rooney. That's a question surely of how many for Manchester United. Their goal difference already impressive, but can they add to its look in the remaining 10 minutes or so? Here's Carrick! Hahnemann got a touch, vital one as well.
The one-touch football here is magnificent. We don't really see too much of it leaning up there. It's a good save in the end by Hahnemann. United, every time they get a goal, they have 5 or 10 minutes where they play with such confidence.
Giggs. O'Shea. Fletcher. Ferdinand. Heinze. Well, sometimes managers worry about youngsters who are performing well, getting a little bit carried away with their own publicity, but all the signs are that Ronaldo is pretty level-headed. They've certainly got a manager here bringing the best out of him.
And a group of players, I think, as well. He's playing with some very, very good players, some big personalities in that dressing room as well, that since he joined the club, they've made him play in the right manner, they've made him become effective. Always been an exceptional talent, always had goal-scoring ability, as we see there. Is sometimes criticised for doing too much, and not really producing anything at the end product, but today, and certainly this season, that's not been the case.
Here's Heinze.
There's nothing in this, I don't think. He just catches him.
Just a word for Brynjar Gunnarsson and Mike Dean. Well, it looks like the points are safely banked and the Hogmanay and birthday celebrations can go with a swing. Heinze. O'Shea. Hunt. Good challenge by Fletcher. Well, there'll be some positives from his return to Old Trafford for Steve Coppell, but his team undone in the end by the sending off of Sam Sodje and the gathering momentum here. Ingimarsson trying to put at least a more respectable veneer on the scoreline.
Old Trafford returns today is 75,910.
Fletcher's back header. Lita sensing a possible opening, has at least won a corner. Shorey's gone across to take it. Sonko, who scored from the free kick in the first half, is in there again along with Ingimarsson. Ferdinand gets up ahead of Sonko, and this is Gunnarsson. Back in towards Hunt. Cleared in the end by O'Shea. Gunnarsson in trouble. Richardson's pounced. Brown. Nudging the back of Ingimarsson, who has again stayed forward for this free kick. Shorey's kick swung in, and it just cleared Sidwell.
Again, excellent delivery from Nicky Shorey. This time nobody could get on the end of it.
Arsenal's the player following in at the far post. Here's Silvestre. Carrick. Now Solskjær. Sidwell. Seoul on the shoulder of Gabriel Heinze. Ole Gunnar Solskjær was the man who started the scoring off. Same scoring combination and same number of goals scored by United as against Wigan here in the 3-1 win on Boxing Day. It was only a late penalty conceded that took some of the gloss off that. They've already conceded to Reading here through Sonko. They won't want to let another one in late on. It's come back off Sonko. Yellow card for Brynjar Gunnarsson. And a quick free kick from Manchester United. Here's Solskjær. It's Giggs' ball in. Fletcher!
Well, they're getting in at will now, Man United. And Fletcher, there's two of them there, Fletcher and Carrick. Fletcher with the header at Hahnemann. I have to say that Manchester United in the second half have been exceptional.
47 goals they've scored now in the Premiership. The way they're going, they could reach the 50 mark on the first day of the new year. Well, Newcastle would have plenty to say about that, I'm sure. Hunt fouls Darren Fletcher, and Manchester United win the free kick. Solskjær. Harper. Lita.
Yeah, and it's a foul. Lita, lone figure up there, gets the foul against Silvestre. It'd be interesting to see what he could have done with some more support, really. But then if you do go forward as Reading, if Reading had gone forward, I think they'd have been cut open at will by Manchester United.
Shorey's kick. To deal with the initial one. And then Solskjær gets it away, finds Kieran Richardson, who's got Giggs bombing through the middle, and he's managed to stay onside. Ryan Giggs looking for the fourth. Hahnemann gets a touch.
I think the Ryan Giggs of 2 or 3 years ago, there'd have been no stopping him here. He'd have gone right in on goal as it is. Stephen Hunt gets back and reduces the angle for him. Still manages to get the effort at goal.
Skidding along, but wide.
It's a good strike by Michael, but it's always going wide.
Plenty of variety on the Manchester United score sheet this season, but Carrick still to be amongst them. Here's Gunnarsson. Richardson did well tracking back. Heinze, O'Shea. Back by Silvestre. Heinze. Richardson. By Giggs, Solskjær, Brown,
The referees indicated a minute.
3 minutes have been added on here.
And it's on.
And he's through Lita, no push on Silvestre, and he's scored! Leroy Lita, who did so much harm to Chelsea with his goal at Stamford Bridge, pulls back another goal for Reading at Old Trafford.
Well, he's given Silvestre a problem all through this game, really. It's only the fact that he's been on his own against him and Ferdinand that's created the ease for Manchester United's victory, but he just musters him out of the way there and then slides it through Van der Sar's legs, and it could be a tricky last couple of minutes for Man United now.
A more nervous last 2 minutes than it needed to be. Leroy Lita brings a bit of hope to Reading. 10-man Reading, remember. Sam Sodje sent off. Harper, Gunnarsson, and suddenly there's a new belief about the visitors. This is Seoul, and he's won a throw-in. And this is anxiety that the United fans here at Old Trafford hadn't expected to feel. But they're loading men in there for the throw-in here from Sonko. There's 6 in the box for this. And it's O'Shea who's first to it, and it's a corner. And there are more anxious checks on watches and clocks now, and even Marcus Hahnemann is coming forward for this corner. Wouldn't be the first time a goalkeeper had scored in the Premiership. Can Reading find a rousing finale here? Van der Sar clutches at it and gets it away, and with the goalkeeper out, United were looking for a quick break, but it doesn't materialise. No, United will do everything they can to just slow things down. Solskjær. Fletcher. Richardson held off by Gunnarsson, but still going in for the challenge and going in a little too zealously. It's a yellow card.
It's an horrible challenge. An absolutely terrible challenge. He doesn't even get the foul in properly here, Kieran Richardson. You could see it in his eyes, he'd lost it.
Well, still Reading believe. Heinze's up for the kick. Sonko's in there challenging with Wes Brown, and he's pulled it back. Shorey's in there, and the cross lands kindly for Van der Sar. Here's Brown under pressure from Hunt, and now Manchester United are willing the final whistle to be blown. We've played 3.5 minutes of stoppage time now. The referee has checked his watch. Manchester United turned the year with a clear lead at the top of the Premiership. They had to hang on in the end, but for the 3rd game running, Sir Alex Ferguson's team have scored 3 goals. And also for the 3rd game running, Cristiano Ronaldo got 2 of them. He was involved in the other one as well, lining it up for a header from Ole Gunnar Solskjær, and Ronaldo was pretty much in a class of his own before being rested later on by the United manager for the battles that lie ahead. Reading made a fight of it. They got it to 1-1 thanks to a goal from Sonko, and they made United sweat at the end with a consolation from Lita. But celebrations here at Old Trafford with that victory. They've beaten Reading by 3 goals to 2.